Back down like SmackDown, man. Y'all know what to do, man. Hit that follow button, shop it around to your socials. Tell your peoples, come rock with the kid that did, the kid that's still here, man. The kid that's still trying, man. Come show love, man. Come through. Hit that follow button, shop it around to your TikToks, your Twitters, your Instagrams, your Facebook. If you're still on Facebook, your Snapchats. Y'all just keep showing love, man. Thank you. Also, by the way, to the person that followed yesterday or the day before, we hit 9 followers. Thank you so much for that. We 1 away from 10. Y'all know the drill, man. We're gonna go for a little bit. Ain't gonna make no big promises. But we're gonna go for a little bit, man, with Dragon Age, man. Y'all know what we doing. We love this world. Love these characters. I'm just ready for a Dread Wolf, man. Hopefully it come this summer. We get that reveal that, it's dropping late this year. But as far as my mental, man, I've been okay, Still missing my mama every day. Long live my mama, by the way. And, the writing been going a little slow, but we moving. We knocking out about 500 to 1,000 words every other day. But yeah, man, y'all know the drill, man. Like I said, it's gonna be chill vibes. We ain't gonna be commentating that much. It's gonna be commentating here and there. Cause I don't want it to be too, I don't want y'all to feel too absent the stream, if that makes sense. But yeah, show love, man. Hit that follow button. Let's get it. We're still at the beginning for the most part. And I'm gonna try to bring y'all a new game soon if I could come up with the money. Cause like I said, we unfortunately gonna pass on Skull and Bones because it doesn't have a dedicated story mode, so we're gonna pass on that. So it's down to Baldur's Gate 3, which again would be a very, very steep learning curve. Y'all gonna have to rock with me, help me out. Backseat gaming to be allowed if we get BG3, but no spoilers, of course. Then we're gonna go either Shadowheart or Karlach for first romance. But yeah, y'all gonna have to help me a lot with that. Y'all gonna have to do a lot of not a lot of the heavy lifting, but some of the heavy lifting, man. It's either gonna be that or Rise of the Ronin. But there's still a couple things I need to know about that before we decide on that one. But yeah, y'all same thing, yeah. Like I said, y'all know the drill, man. Just show love, man. Just keep hitting that follow button, man. Keep supporting the slow but sure grind, man. We're gonna do what we gotta do. We're gonna make it some kind of way. Just keep showing love to the kid, man. Again, it's a little early in the night, so kids still up. I was gonna wait a little bit later, but I was like, nah, just go ahead. So if we get any brief little interruptions, y'all know where that's coming from. I apologize for that. And I can't say I do know Baldur's Gate 3 combat ain't like this. It's more like XCOM 2 or Empires of Steam. And that got me that's a little daunting task. Plus, again, based off tabletop, of course, 5th edition of D&D, if I'm not mistaken. So that also got me a little on fence. And like I said, I ain't made the decision yet. But if we do, like I said, y'all gonna have to, if y'all don't mind, y'all gonna have to help me a good bit. No major spoilers, of course, but just with the beginnings, the classes, because I'm gonna be new to the whole thing, and we do get it. As far as Dragon Age goes, man, we'll probably go about, I don't know, I think the longest I stream about, yeah, at 2 hours maybe. I want to say just at 2 hours. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, y'all come in, man. Y'all show love. Y'all hit that follow button, man. Wait till this summer for info on Dreadwolf. It's been a tough one because you're just ready, you're just ready to hear more, man. You hoping for that late 24 release, which if everything's going good, should end up being the case. But Never know, man. Because again, we know it's been in development since 2018, single player only. We know it's been finished as far as playable from beginning to end since October of 22. So we should be good for a late this year release, but of Dreadwolf. But you never know. But like I said, we're gonna rock with this for a good little minute, and then I'll probably bring y'all more. I guess Life is Strange True Colors either Sunday night or Monday night, and we'll do Mass Effect 2 whichever night we not doing Life is Strange True Colors. Y'all be on the lookout for that, man. Y'all make sure y'all come in, show love for that, man. Yeah, just hit that follow button, man. Keep supporting the grind. And I know you got the leak with Dreadwolf a while back, but that was clearly from a build that wasn't finished. We ain't gonna discuss it in detail, but hopefully some things with that change. Hopefully the main thing I hope changed, but if it didn't, it is what it is. I can kind of see why they would want to make that change, but I hope they did it, because that's one of the core staples of the Dragon Age franchise, dating all the way back to Origins in 2009. But like I said, we'll see this summer, man, because we know we're getting gameplay, we know we're getting more trailers, and of course a long-awaited release date. So it's all just speculation till then. So that's really all we're looking forward to this summer. Oh, and season 2 of House of the Dragon for the Song of Ice and Fire fans, which, as I said before, and will continue to say, I don't think y'all getting those last 2 books. You know what I'm saying? I know people waiting on them and been waiting for 13 years. I just don't see it in the cards, man. I just don't see it in the cards, you know. And obviously, there's some things I wish was different about it. Primarily that it was gay, but again, I ain't right. It ain't my circus, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta write what you want to read at the end of the day. But season 2 of House of the Dragon should be good, despite if you read the source material, you know the end game, you know how it all goes down. I know they've recently been casting for some important people, some not so important people, as of recent, and I also know there's been talks of them wanting to do Aegon's Conquest. Ain't nothing confirmed, but it's supposedly, you know, talk going around. It's in development. And then what you got? Arcane season 2 in November.
I found it.
So some stuff to look forward to for sure. But yeah, I think we can plot out a course as to where they're gonna go with House of the Dragon. Because I know not everybody's been happy with the changes, and fair enough. Like choosing to focus on Rhaenyra and Alicent as the spearheads and the kickoffs to it instead of Rhaenyra and Aegon. Alicent's Aegon, of course. But I can understand why they do that, because from the source material and how it's written, he kind of just, he don't come out of nowhere, but it's just like, eh. And she is in direct opposition to him. Sorry, I almost said opposition to him, because you know he's trying to usurp her throne. Which, if you don't know, I'm Team Black all the way, man. Despite knowing the ending, rocking with the blacks, man. Can't rock with the greens. Helena, the only one that don't deserve what happened to her. Yeah, we could talk about blood and cheese, but again, that's more on Damon than it is Rhaenyra. But it is what it is. But like I was saying, I can understand why they made that change, especially them with making them closer in age and having them be, you know, friends turned enemies. You could argue that makes for more compelling TV than them just starting with her and Aegon already at odds, because he's trying to take what's rightfully her throne, which again, it is her throne. But I mean, again, like I said, the drama factor, and they just probably felt like that's just a better starting point to all of it. Like season 1, the time jumps weren't the greatest. But I mean, it really only happened in 5 and 6. It wasn't as bad as, say, The Witcher season 1. But I think we still gonna get to the same end game overall. So it's one of those where it's like, in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter that they changed that a bit? Now the omission to some of Damon's character was a choice, but I think that just comes from old girl not liking his character, which that can hurt a production no matter what adaptation it is. Because as we see with the behind the scenes with Avatar: The Last Airbender dropping in what, another week or two, somewhere in there, 22nd. Some curious changes. Some curious changes. I'm only really at odds with the AIM thing. How they said he's not gonna have that journey of not wanting to be the Avatar, and then having to eventually come to accept the fact that this is what you got to do. This is it fell to you as much as you hate it. It's what it is. So curious to see how that shake out, but like removing the sexism regarding Sokka is a choice. But I mean, these are the same people that cast a clearly white dude to be an indigenous person because he lied about his background to get the job. Which he ain't the first person to do that, but they definitely should have. They definitely should have vetted that and checked it. But I think overall, I think it's gonna be. I think it'd be average. If we had to give it on 10, I think it'd be about 6.5 out of 10, maybe 7. Kind of like the One Piece adaptation, which I won't say it got me into One Piece because I'm not reading all those manga chapters or watching all the anime. I can't do it. But I like what I saw of the show adaptation. And I mean, props to Oda for keeping with something so long, you know what I'm saying? But, what, 2 decades now? Somewhere in that. I think about 2 decades. Props to Oda, man. But, yeah, it's one of those that I feel like you had to grow up with. You had to get into when it was starting out. Like I did with Dragon Ball when it got to the States anyway. You know what I'm saying? I just can't really. I can't do it. But overall, I think Avatar: The Last Airbender gonna be alright overall. I think it's gonna be alright, genuinely. Because the cast has been great, save for Sokka, and save for again, so I'm curious to see. You would hope they got the overall story still on track. You know what I'm saying? You would hope. But we'll see on the 22nd, man. But yeah, how y'all been since we last streamed? What y'all been doing this weekend? Y'all got any plans for Valentine's Day? Are y'all watching the Super Bowl? You cooking for the Super Bowl? What's going on? Y'all just let me know, man. Y'all just shoot the shit with me, man. While we just vibe and game, man. We just talk about whatever. But like I said, for the upcoming new game, again, it'll either be Rise of the Ronin or Baldur's Gate 3. Because again, Skull and Bones doesn't have a dedicated story mode, unfortunately. Doesn't have a story mode at all. And I just can't. I can't do it despite enjoying the little bit I played of the open beta yesterday. And killed the Justice League Suicide Squad. I'm just not in the business of spending $75 for something I could beat in 25 hours. Doing everything. Is the Templar camp not right through here? Or is it up a little bit? It's up a little bit, right? I think it's up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like I said, y'all just show love, man. Stop it around to your socials, man. Hit that follow button. Keep supporting the kid that's still here, man. The kid that did, man. He's one away from 10. We got a long climb to 50, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna do what we gotta do. I just hope y'all like my personality. I hope y'all like we being upfront. We ain't putting on no persona. We ain't putting on no character. We ain't being over the top, and no hate to the creators that are that. Because again, whatever gets you to the dance at the end of the day. As long as you're being honest with your viewer base and honest with your followers, you know. You ain't out here scamming people, you know. And like I said, I wish I could be more animated with y'all, you know, more boisterous, more lively, but that just ain't me, man. Yeah, as far as combat, back to the Dragon Age conversation. As far as combat, if rumors are true, I don't mind that change. As far as where they're getting the inspiration for it.
The refugees should be safer on the King's Road now.
We must still deal with the apostates, however.
I know, of course, back when it came out, you had some people complaining that this was too hack and slash, which is crazy compared to God of War 2018 or the sequel or a button masher like a fighting game, like they said with two. As you know, so I can kind of get why they want to be like, nah, let's change it up a little bit. Again, if true. But we'll see this summer. But as far as that, that's really all I'm looking forward to, man. Because I ain't looking forward to November at all. Because again, that's when my mom died 3 months ago, November 4th. So I'm not looking forward to this November at all. And then you got what you got. But again, we ain't going to discuss politics here. Not because of afraid and nothing like that. We don't rock with Trump. We never will. That's what it is. We ain't with no Republicans. We ain't with no bigotry, man. Y'all know how we rocking. We don't do none of that bigotry on this channel. We don't do that. But yeah, it's just I'ma just November just ain't gonna be the month for me, man. For as long as I still be here. But yeah, Arcane Season 2. More information about Dreadwolf, the full release. And then of course, oh, we can go get what you call it first. Let's go get them. And Arcane Season 2, more information about Dreadwolf and House of the Dragon Season 2. As far as my books, I know it's been a minute since my last legitimate release, but like I said, given everything, we still moving, man. We 5,000 in on my Cyberpunk idea, Afterlife. We almost 2,000 words in on my dystopian idea, Fontaine. And we building the world and building the background and building the lore for my fantasy idea, Dance with Dragons, which again I started about 2, maybe 3 years ago on my old computer, and I had lost, unfortunately, my flash drive broke, so I lost 30,000 words worth of work as well as the lore I had initially built. So you had to build it from the ground up, but it's all good. We're gonna make it move. We're gonna make it do what it do. We're gonna get these first few stories are gonna go to Patreon when they're done. H.K.Taylor on Patreon. Y'all can follow me there. My Twitter's at HKAuthor. Yeah, so we just making it do what it do, man. So that's the other avenues outside of gaming that y'all can hit me up on, follow me on, just what we doing, how I'm moving, just everything, just keeping up with day-to-day stuff, man.
Haven't you done enough?
And of course, it has been Hotel Season 2, but that's like a year and a half, 2 years away, so that's gonna be a minute. But yeah, y'all just keep helping the grind, man. Y'all just keep helping the channel grow, man. Y'all just keep showing love, man.
sky maker. You were the sky.
Apothecary Adon will have more
There was no
poultices for the Indians.
Again, next stream after this will be Mass Effect 2 on whatever day we don't do Life is Strange to the Coast. We're gonna go for a while with that.
Having the... And we should... Let's ask her. I'm more...
What choice
With
do we
Dreadwolf,
have,
like I said,
Liliana?
everything's changing behind the scenes and stuff. I'm still very confident in them. Because again, we know if you've been keeping up with... Dang, I didn't mean to do that. We know if you've been keeping up with it this far. Like I said, it's been playable from beginning to end since October of 2022. So the people that got laid off, I pray they get compensated for their work. They should be compensated for their work by where EA, whoever had a hand in that, is legitimately wrong for not paying the people they work. But whatever work they contributed to Dreadwolf, unless hands changed midway through.
You were saying something about... Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Was almost definitely finished by then. In such a way that it wasn't 100% impact. In such a way that it wouldn't 100% impact Dreadwolf at all, really. And again, we know Mass Effect 5 is in pre-development, so it shouldn't... Pre-production, sorry. So they shouldn't have messed with that. In no way, shape, or form.
The champ...
They wish to protect the people from us?
We knew that...
But I did...
The people make...
You think?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that's occurred.
It just...
Perhaps return to...
As...
But again, like I said, if the changes are legit, I still feel like it'll be the same game, you know, with the same engaging and immersive lore that we've come to expect thus far. Not worried about any of the companion writings. I am worried about how y'all gonna continue to see Solus, especially if he factors into the game like that. The ones that are adamant about him. Switching gears, kind of like Hasbro Hotel, for those that haven't seen that. It's on Amazon Prime Video, if you're trying to watch it legally. And that you have the character of Alistair, and those that have watched it, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, people's relation to that character and his relation to the main character, Charlie Morningstar, who's bisexual. Again, if you've seen it, or if Vivzy Pop's Vivian Madrano's other work, you know how the rep is in those shows. But how people read his relationship with her in a different light to what it actually is. But it's down to them loving the character so much, Alistair in this case, that they dismiss the type of person he really is. And I think Solus is that same way, because again, if you purposefully antagonize dude, you know his flaws are on the surface, like he's racist towards you. If you're an elf, he's racist to elves in general, Dillish City. But again, that's because, yeah. But Qunari elves, dwarves, and humans,
You say I am the enemy. The breach in the sky.
he's a bigot. He's racist. He's not elitist, but he's a bigot. He's racist. He's manipulative. He's pragmatic. He's forward thinking. He's a lot of things. But people, particularly those that romance him, dismiss the legitimate issues just to prop them up and only focus on the upsides.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
What's the meaning of this?
Her claim
And depending on
authority
how
is
much
an
of a
insult,
factor Solus
much like your
has
own.
its werewolf, which I mean, it's
Lord Seeker Lucius,
literally named after him, so I mean, come on. But I don't think we're going to be facing him as werewolf. I still stand by that. I think we're going to be building up the army that can. He's not going to be the central antagonist of werewolf. It'll be like they did with this, with Cariphus in him, with him being revealed as the big bad.
You should all be ashamed.
At the end, Cariphus is the
failed
dragon,
no one when they left
not,
the chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have
or
failed.
whatever that trope is,
You
where
who
he's not the
leash
guy,
our
but
righteous
he's
swords with doubt and fear.
under the guy
If you
that's the
appeal
guy,
to the chantry,
you know.
you are too late. The
So I feel like
only
werewolf is
destiny
going to be
here
us
that
building up
demands
the army that can
respect
actually mess
is
with dude.
mine.
But we ain't going to fight dude until the 5th game. But again, we shall see. But yeah, it's just...
If you're not here
It's
to
just
help
one
the
of those where I
chantry,
feel
then you
like
just came to make speeches.
it's definitely going to be
I came to see
misconstrued.
what frightens
Like
old
it's
women
currently
so,
going on.
and to
Again,
laugh.
another example with Baldur's Gate 3 with
But Lord
Asteria,
Seeker,
which I can't really
what if she
get in
really
on that
was sent by
conversation because I ain't played it. Don't have it yet. I ain't,
You are called to a
watched nothing to
higher
keep from
purpose.
spoilers.
Do not question.
I will make
But I
the
know that
Templar Order a
perception of
power
that
that
character
stands
is
alone
not
against
what
the
it
void.
is
We
skewed.
deserve
It's not what,
recognition.
and
Independence.
not who the character actually is or comes
You
off
have
as.
shown me nothing. And the Inquisition, Templar.
Charming fellow.
has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstand.
Do you think he can be reasoned?
I hope so.
Excuse me, but is what they're saying real?
Why do you want to?
No one is doing any. Listen,
You want to help?
never been part of
But
something
again,
this big before, but if you...
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the
we shall see. Hopefully late this year. If not late this year,
Well, she is...
I'd argue no later than about
Herald of Honor.
March to May of 25. But hopefully it's late this year if they're confident enough to show off gameplay, trailers, and finally give a release date. It's unless some go left,
Head to Haven then.
shit should be done. You heard.
I don't
But
know
we'll
if
see.
that
But yeah, I got some reservations, but not about playing it, not about the lore, not about the story, not about the characters, not about the rep, not about the romance options.
Ever since our divine was murdered, two soul fools have
What's
locked
that?
the
An arrow with a message?
It's doing while the main circles lie empty.
Nothing that would make the game a pass for me. Like even if the initial plan had been where it was going to be live service with multiplayer components, still would have got it. Wouldn't have been hyped about it, but still would have got it. But I don't see none of that being the case. I mean, I ain't worried, you know what I'm saying? Just the aspects of it I said I'm kind of on the fence about it. And again, if you can hear it in the background, I apologize. It's little cousins, man, and yeah, that's why I try to, like I said last stream, I try to wait till late in the night when they sleep to stream and stuff. But yeah, just I apologize for all the blundering and just aimless everything that'll be if we do get Baldur's Gate 3. But right now, again, the running is either that, Rise of the Ronin, or something else.
My maker, know my heart. Look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my...
The blessing.
Maker.
The Templars didn't even...
I believe that messenger is trying to get our attention.
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you?
But I got all confidence moving forward in dribbles. I just really hope it's a late this year release. And of course we're getting it, of course we're streaming it. Like I said, if I'm still here, I'm still breathing. Life ain't got me to the point where I'm just like, man, I don't want to do this no more, which we've been there several times ever since November. Please believe. Man, it's been rough on my mental, man. It's been rough. Genuinely, it's been bad.
We should look around.
Yeah, you got a little, you got a few things to look forward to that got you wanting to keep pushing. And my grandma's still here, so still kicking because of her. For real. But you know, enough about the grief and the pain, man. But yeah, y'all just continue to show love and hit that follow button, man. And like I said, we're gonna keep going for a good little
We
bit.
came here seeking only to speak with the
And
mothers.
either
This
tomorrow
is not
night
our doing,
or Sunday
but
night.
yours.
Sunday night would probably arguably be better, because again, the kids got school next week, and then I ain't got to worry about having to work around them being asleep, so you won't get interrupted and all that. But yeah, Mass Effect 2, whatever day we don't do True Colors, and then Life is Strange True Colors after that. And of course, this will be continuing too. I don't want to set a schedule because I don't want to.
I do believe it.
Several, I suppose it is out of our hands now.
I
We
don't
shall
want to.
all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
I don't want to. What's the word? I don't want y'all to be waiting too long in between streams, so I'm gonna try to.
So
I'm gonna
what
try to be
happens
more on the
now?
ball.
Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
Yeah, y'all just shop it around to your socials, man. Hit that follow button. And like I said, just make sure y'all tell them to come rock with the kid that did, man. Chill vibes, chill stream, you know, just support a small disabled gamer, man.
Leave the next step to her.
While we slowly grow the channel.
Selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. What becomes of us and your Inquisition is in the Maker's hands now.
The Chantry made a big...
Perhaps you are correct.
That's not...
When is it?
They left us. The Templars left us to the Mages. Chantry liars.
I'm a little on the fence because when I started this character, I was gonna do the Templars. I love Calpurnia so much, and the other two playthroughs, both in the expansion with Tasara and the Mahalan, which I meant to change the name, but I just hit square by accident, are in the DLC. Did Jaws a Hacker, and now they're both in Trespasser because I'm still a little on the fence about the Descent. But yeah, I was going to rock with the Templars because those two were both mage. But no. We'll see when we get to that point. But yeah, that's all my word salad for now, man. Like I said, we just gonna rock with gameplay for now. So, y'all just sit back, chill, get something to eat, something to drink, talk amongst yourselves. Whatever the case is, like I said, just enjoy the vibes, man. I'll be chiming in here and there. Let's go get Viv.
If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps...
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly
Those that
seems
just joining, we're gonna
broken
go
up
for a
over
bit,
his
man. Y'all
losses.
just show love,
If
hit
he's
that follow
concerned
button,
about
man.
them at
Shop it
all,
around to your TikToks,
you
your
heard
Twitters,
him.
your Instagrams,
You
your
think he
Snapchats, your
wouldn't happily
Facebooks.
kill the
Keep rocking with
divine
the kid
to
that
turn
did,
people
man. Keep
against
supporting the
us?
kid that's still
So
here.
yes, I think
Like
he
I
did
said,
it.
after this
More than
stream,
I think you
either
did it, at any
tomorrow
rate.
night or Monday night, we're gonna rock with more either Mass Effect 2 or Life is Strange True Colors, and the other one continuing on the day we don't do that one. So y'all show love, man.
The mages weren't willing to talk to the Inquisition before. Why now?
And again, I
Because now I've
apologize for
seen
not
what
having
you
the
are.
setup, the
And I've
camera and the
seen the
chair and all that. But
Chantry
like I said,
for
I'm
what it
disabled, so
is. Consider this
we
a
ain't got the money to
limitation
be
to rest.
fancy out here.
Come,
Not
meet
yet,
with the
anyway.
mages. An alliance could
But
help
yeah.
us both, after all.
So I hope y'all can just, like I
I
said,
hope to
enjoy
see you then.
the vibes,
Au
enjoy
revoir, my Lady Herald.
the commentary and the gameplay at the very least. Even though
Come.
you can't see me
Let
just
us return to
chilling and
Sodom.
rocking back, and like I said, I ain't gonna be boisterous and all over the place, and just I ain't gonna play up no reactions, I ain't gonna play up no excitement and nothing like that. Cause you see a lot of Let's Players and channels doing that, and no hate to them. That's what gets you to the dance. If it work, it work. But yeah.
I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
I've heard very little.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the civil war. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for...
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
What have you heard about?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fade.
Everything you've heard?
Better and better.
The Inquisition. Washed up
I do kind of wish they did
sisters
more
and
with this little
crazy
dude, but I get it was more so about introducing
no one
Viv and
pretends I'm serious.
establishing her power, or the power she used to have at court,
Everyone knows
and the
I'm
power she
stretching
still
the
has
skills for a
around
bunch of
these
political
people
outcasts
because of her
to grab
connections.
power.
So I get why it was just a brief little.
The Inquisition is working to
Just a brief
restore
little
peace and
introduction with
order
him
to
and
Thedas.
nothing else.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests.
I do wish they remastered it, touch it up a bit more, but it still looks great for a 10-year-old game, or 10-year-old
Madame
game come
Vivienne,
this November.
I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do? What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
The Marquis doesn't interest me.
Poor Marquis. Issuing challenges and hurling insults like some Ferelden dog-lord. And all dressed up in your Aunt Solange's doublet. Didn't she give you that to wear to the Grand Tourney? To think all the... Were you hoping... Or did you... Run along, my dear. I'm Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard, and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Your salon has certainly exceeded my expectations.
I'm glad to keep you entertained, my dear. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore... As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that...
Is your interest
Yeah, the little bit I have seen of BG3, back to that. Mainly combat, because like I said, I ain't trying to spoil nothing majorly.
It's professional.
I feel like I'd enjoy it, but I don't know. I don't know to what extent. It's the
You say you led the last of the loyal mages.
Because getting $75 is a good bit of money.
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the
And you got at least 3 playthroughs, because you got Lizelle, Roman, Shadowheart, Karlach. Those are the only ones that interest me for real.
Effort to restore such
And Minthara. Her good things. Well, bad things, but good things. But like I said, we'll see.
What exactly can you do?
I am well versed in the politics. I have all the resources, and I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
Are you devout?
I was a great admirer of the late Divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best, unites the disparate cultures of Thedas. And looks
I thought about it when I started this channel. I thought about being boisterous, putting on a character, something like that. You know. But I just felt like it wouldn't have been a fit for me or the channel.
You are
So
I
just squashed it down. Because like I said, I want to be authentic with y'all. I want to be honest with y'all. I want to be upfront. And I know that'll take, doing it that way, it'd take longer to build the channel than it would if I had a persona, if I had a character, if he was doing cosplay, you know. That Fizzy's game, like that, I think he's British, that British YouTuber dude. Bald white dude. But like I said, it's just, I ain't got the money for that.
The Inquisition will be happy to.
So like I said, it's just chill vibes, honesty, you know what I'm saying?
I can promise you that.
It's just a disabled creator, man. Just bringing out gameplay, you know, and just rocking with y'all, just shooting the shit, man. Just like I said, it'll be a long climb. Doing the channel that way, rocking with the channel that way, but we gonna make it work, man. That's the only thing. Back to BG3 again. That's the only thing I'm on the fence with that about. Like the combat being completely turn-based. It's just because I've heard fights can definitely take a while, especially if you don't know what you're doing or when you're early on. But I hope y'all help me out with that, rock with me with that. We'll probably turn chat on because I know chat's off right now, but that's just so, like I said, y'all can just come in, chat amongst yourselves. I don't have to constantly try to multitask between gaming and chatting because I'm horrible at multitasking. I can talk to y'all individually, especially while we still small time like we are right now. So it should be like a few of y'all, 1, 2, or 3 of y'all. I appreciate y'all so much as it stands because, like I said, you got to start somewhere. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely need. Again, no major spoilers, but I'm gonna definitely need the help if we get it. Because, like I said, either that or Rise of the Ronin, and with Rise of the Ronin, I'm still hoping we're better. It's like Sifu, where they didn't market the female version of the character, but you could be a woman in it. Whereas with Rise of the Ronin, all we've seen is a male version of the character, so I don't know if it's like an Elden Ring type thing, to where you got full control over the gender and look and all that, or if it's a preset character, have to be a male character because of the time period and the setting they chose, and we just got control over combat and armor and stuff. Because they ain't really dwelled into that to my knowledge. So it's between those two, or
but you heard me, right? Just say
something that might
what?
come out of left field that might
Tits always
intrigue
cry
me.
for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. And you're... I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you, and what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
Love Sarah.
No.
And I would imagine they're going to reveal it like they did with Inquisition. I would imagine that's probably what the trailer's going to be. Because they said gameplay, trailer, of course. They said gameplay and trailers. They had them clearly defined as two separate things. So I imagine the trailer's going to be focused on the campaign. Like they did with Inquisition. Like that was gameplay. There was only like 1 or 2 gameplay videos, and all the other trailers were specifically about the campaigns. So hopefully that's the same way.
I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other?
But again, we'll see this summer.
You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, 2. Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven.
Again, if you did import or set up through the keep with Dragon Age 2, that woman in Kirkwall is Hawk's cousin, Sherrod. I think it always is Hawk's cousin, regardless of whether you play 2 or not. But if you did, or you set up the keep, then it's explicitly Sherrod.
The Inquisition has spies already.
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secret. So no, I'm not like those guards. I stole their... Look, do you need people or not?
Back there you want...
That's what you do, innit? True or not, it seems...
True or...
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead yet. I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something.
I would go for a good bit longer. I think we're coming up on 40 minutes or so. Some change, we'll go for a little bit longer. Arthritis starting to act up with me. That's what I said. Otherwise, I try to push for like 2 hours some change. But arthritis trying to get at me. So we'll go about an hour and we'll push about an hour and probably 20 minutes, 10, 15, somewhere in there. But all in all, back to the Song of Ice and Fire. I do hope he finishes him. But like I said, 25. He definitely would if he was that young. 75, I just, and him having all these projects, him going to be an executive producer on Dunkin' Egg, live action, which will probably be in a few more years, I would guess, probably 27, 28, somewhere in there. Him helping out. Another writer on her, I think it's a fantasy series or science fiction. I think it's science fiction, actually. Her whole thing, and I think executive producing on that. I think she's already a big name too, so I think he's just helping out just too. We know he helped a little bit on season 2 of House of the Dragon, which apparently no more rewrites have happened, which That's true. See how that ends up turning out this summer. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't see it happening, which really sucks because it lasts, especially for those of y'all that are still dedicated to been there these 10 years. Sorry, these 13 years.
No normal wolf would fight with such determination.
Perhaps the breach drove them mad.
I know for y'all, it arguably feels like a waste of time. Like I said, him being 75, him being not a small dude, and this is me saying it's someone with mild heart failure. But him being not a small dude, him being 75 years old, him being a notoriously slow writer, even if he's telling the truth what he said, he only got like 300 to 500 pages left to write on Winds of Winter, which, if true, is a good sign, because that means if he's able to finish it before the end of this year, you should be seeing it published and released probably like in mid of next year.
So, set up camp or keep moving?
But again, remember he said he wanted to do 2 more Dunkin' Egg stories, then Fire and Blood Part 2, then Dream of Spring, which is going to be another 1,500 words, sorry. No, yeah, 1,500 page affair, and I just before edits, of course, and I just can't see it. I just can't see it being feasible. But I mean, Anne Rice was able to add 2 more books to her Vampire Chronicles before she passed, Princess Todd and
This must be Master Dennett.
Princess Todd and the Lost City, Princess Todd and the Lost City of Atlantis, I think.
We should look around.
Speak to the master if you have business.
So it's not like it's not feasible. It's been 13 years, man. If it took 13 years just to write 1 book, that plus 2 short stories, which those Dunkin' Egg stories should come out quick because the value is only about 17,500 words, 40,000 words, so those should come out relatively quick.
I served our Leman for 30 years as horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts. As a matter of... I can't... Every band... You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
If you have...
What? Those Haller are down. My wife... Until... The chestnut...
I heard what my man said. You deal with the wolves. They're possessed or something.
I just don't see it happening, man. Of course, those have been keeping up with him this whole way through know he's been on record as saying, oh, hey, I'm not gonna let somebody else finish this. I'm not gonna pass it off to somebody else. So if he dies not having finished those last 2 books, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I think you stuck with the crappy last 4 seasons of Game of Thrones. That's the end to it all. We know how bad those dudes were. Dialogue, writing, all types of stuff, pacing, gratuitous nudity, sexual assault against female characters, elevating characters solely because they like the person that played them,
If you put up a few watchtowers,
you know, all type of
we
stuff.
all have... I've marked good spots on the map. If those refugees fight well out there.
It's just bad vibes all around, you know? But maybe he found the use somewhere, man, and he can go ahead and crank out those last 2 for y'all. And I can't lie, I am interested, but I feel like as bad as it was, I feel like the last 4 seasons are, or the last season is an indication of where it's going to end at. Because if Braun's voice actor was to be believed when it first ended, not Braun, Bran, sorry. The voice actor is to be believed when it first ended. That was one of the things George had talked to them about. So that means you have an idea of who's gonna have the throne, for lack of a better word, and without spoiling majorly, when it's all said and done. But again, it's been what, 2018. Y'all know how it ended by now. The show, anyway. But again, like I said, Anne Rice managed to do what she managed to do. Stephen King still kicking. So, maybe y'all could get Winds of Winter by late next year. Maybe. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's been 13 years. I don't know. It's just to the point where it's cynicism for me at this point. Because again, when I first got into it, it was the 5 books were already out, and I think it was like either 2 or 3 seasons into the show. No, 4 seasons into the show, I think. So I think it was like 2015, 20. I had definitely graduated high school, so it was somewhere in there. So I ain't been. With it ever since 1986, you know what I'm saying? Because I was only 2 years old. But, yeah, I don't know, it just ain't inspiring confidence in me. But we'll see. At the very least, you should get all the House of the Dragon. Because that story's already done. You just don't have the aftermath of the Targaryen dynasty leading all the way up to the main series. Because that's what Fire and Blood Part 2 gonna be. I don't think now I can do this. Yeah, my hand cramping real bad, so we'll do this and some people out, and then we'll break it. And I'll see y'all. I'm thinking Sunday night, because like I said, kids have to go to school the next day. I got more flexibility. I ain't gotta worry about no interruptions or no background noise. So we went for about what? Close to 50 minutes, I think. And I know you can get a amulet off the demon coming up, but I've never been able to just fight the demon and get the amulet, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's nothing major. I think it's just they just stop attacking you. If Autumn Witch on Twitter is any indication, I think that's how that happens. The wolves just stop attacking you, that's it. I don't think it's nothing like so
wolves,
awesome. Yeah, we do this, turn this in, send old boy out for the construction of the thing, and then we'll end it.
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves. A demon!
Yeah, I don't know how she manages to do it. It's all good though, because like I said, I know it's just an amulet, and I think literally all it does is they just stop attacking you, and that's it.
With the demon dead, the farmers should be safe from the wolves.
My joy at this news is unrivaled, dear. The entire country reeks of wet dog. How charming.
Alright, this is that. We're gonna get that last little, what you call it? Send old boy out, and we'll break it right there. Like I said, I'll see y'all next stream, for probably about the same amount of time. Mass Effect 2, hour, maybe hours some change, maybe longer. More True Colors. Lean towards Mass Effect 2 first, because True Colors is more a chill vibe.
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again. That...
Dreadwolf is gonna look so great in Unreal Engine 5. The next Witcher is too, but again, I've made my points known about that series for a while. I like the comics, but the world and that stuff, and the author especially, I don't vibe with. That's mainly because of how fickle he is and how very dismissive he was of the games for years until the show came along and it was like, oh, hey, we'll give you a job on the show. And then he started backtracking everything. And then, of course, the new deal inked with CD Projekt after he tried to sue them, saying they owed him money for the continued success of the games despite him signing an initial deal for like 90-some thousand at the time. Which, again, is on him, not them. Because he didn't think video games were or could sell or would do numbers.
Who placed a skull out here, and for what purpose?
Crazy what that pride will do to you, man. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy what that pride will do to you. But again, it's no different with George your boy saying, you know, he don't want anybody else finishing his story for him. it's just as bad as that. Cause I keep protecting this on one hand, cause I created this. I spent time searching medieval history specifically, of course, the Wars of the Roses, to bring you this stuff. But at the same time, it's just like I said, beating a dead drum. But you're 75 years old, man. You're not a small dude. You should. These people have been waiting 13 years, even if the show is bunker than as trash as it was. Ended how it ended, with that rough idea of how shit gonna go down. You should just go and pass that off, man. Somebody he really trusts, because I can understand the adverse nature to wanting to pass it off to somebody, especially at the D&D. Did what they did. I was never talented at all, but they straight up said on multiple occasions they pretty much scammed that man. They played him like a fiddle. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I can understand that hesitancy. But 75 years old and you're a big dude, man, it just, and even if he wasn't still 70, if he was skinny, 75, still 75 years old, and you notoriously write slow. And again, I can't really talk, because last time I put out a short story, it's like 2016, 2017, and I'm rewriting all of what I set up with that. That's what Fontaine, one of my current WIPs, of course, dystopian, lesbian romance. What that's setting up to do is to reestablish and restructure where I was initially going with that. But yeah, it's at that point where it's just like you got more confidence in him in the two Duncan Egg stories releasing than you do.
Too many wounded, and not enough
Than you do the sixth book, then the two Duncan Egg stories, then Fire and Blood Part 2, then the seventh book. It's just
We heard of your encounter.
not with old dude, man. 75, man. I can't see it.
Of course.
But yeah, we'll send dude out.
It's a shame the
And we'll end it right there, because like I said, I wanted to try to hit at least 2 hours, but my arthritis messing with me. And, I don't want it to be to the point where I'm hurting for a good portion of the night. But y'all know what to do, man.
At least we know how.
Shop it around to your Snapchats, your Instagrams, your TikToks, your Twitters, your Facebooks if you're still on Facebook. And I'll see y'all Sunday night with Mo, man. Either Mass Effect 2 or Life is Strange True Colors. Y'all keep supporting the kid that did, man. Keep supporting the kid that's still here, man. We want to wait for 10 slow grind. But like I said, just keep helping the channel grow,
The
man.
Herald could simply go to meet the mages.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
After the Divines,
If
there are several. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea. The others, 2 days. If you have the. And then. We are garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
I am not convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Val Royeaux.
To work?
At your service.
Yeah, y'all hit that follow button, man. Keep supporting the grind, man. Keep supporting the channel. We small, but we growing. We 1 away from 10. Tell your peoples, tell your LGBT peoples. Make sure y'all come rock with the kid that did, man. And I'll see y'all Sunday night for more. Either Mass Effect 2 or Life is Strange True Colors. Just keep helping the channel, man. I'll see y'all then. Peace.